Get it? Come on. 14 weeks out to the amateur in London. Today we're doing some density training, so that basically involves over the course of the weeks increasing the amount of reps and sets and trying to decrease the amount of time doing it in, and then also progressively increasing the load each and every week and each and every set if possible. So today we're doing incline close grip bench press on the Smith, supersetted. It should be supersetted with incline dumbbell curl, but I've got a bit of a shoulder issue at the minute, so I'm having to modify the workouts to work around it. So yeah, I've got to do standing concentration curls instead. At the minute the shoulder's just pulling forward, so it's pinching. I think it's slightly tight through the chest. Squeeze. Okay, so today we've been doing finishing off the last phase of my training, which was that density phase, which just involved where you progressively do more work in less time. So we've just come to the end of that phase. Next week we'll be going into more high intensity, heavy load phase. So currently we're 14 weeks out. So we've lost, I think it's about 11 pounds since the last time we did any filming. So it's been going pretty well. Lost 5 pounds in week 1, then 3 pounds and 2 pounds, and then another 3 pounds. Not made any changes to the nutrition whatsoever. Not made any changes to the cardio routine. All I've done is just tidied the food sources up a little bit, and that's been enough to start dropping body fat, along with ramping up the training over the last few weeks. So we've got 14 weeks left. Currently 20 stone 4 pounds at the moment, but my last stage weight was 19 stone 4, so not that far away in terms of weight, but it's not a weight gain. It's condition, what you look like, and balance and symmetry. So I've got to keep that in mind. Just keep looking in the mirror to make sure things are happening, and not just concentrate on the scales. Okay. So as I said, we're 14 weeks out to the amateur O in London, but there's been a little bit of a change in the rules. All athletes now have to do a regional event. As far as I understand, you don't have to qualify, you just have to attend to get a certification to say that you've done a regional, which will qualify you for any amateur O. So my plan is not to do anything out of the ordinary in preparation for the show, which is in 10 weeks time. I'm just going to cruise through. I'm always in pretty good nick early on, so like I said, I'm not going to have to do anything outrageous. I'm not going to peak for it. I'm not going to do a full peak for it. I might dry out slightly the night before, but that's it. I'm just hoping that my size and my symmetry and the condition that I currently get into is going to be enough. But as I say, you don't have to place or win to qualify for the amateur O. So like I said, just going to cruise into it. As far as the show in 14 weeks, everything looks like it's bang on. I'm not worried about the condition. I'm holding the size. Like I said, it's just coming off. It's just happening just from the training. So the only setback at the minute is I've got a little bit of a shoulder niggle on the left side, which strangely enough is originated from the bicep tear that I did 3 years ago. So I tore the bicep, that recovered, about 9 months of recovery. Started training, started doing some pull-ups, and I was overcompensating just because I was, a bit cautious of the bicep, and tore my lat. So that tear in my lat has made this shoulder come forward, so I'm constantly getting a pinching feeling whenever I'm doing any training. It's got to the point where it's really starting to affect my training and affect the loads I'm lifting, so I'm getting some treatment. That's why you're going to see me doing all these kind of gay little exercises that look like they're doing nothing, but that's just training the deep muscles that you don't normally train. So, but apart from that, everything seems to be going really, really well. I'm really pleased with where we're at, and we're just going to keep going. Okay, so we've just been doing some posing practice with Niall today. I'm not doing his prep, but he's just come to me to tweak his posing to make sure he's getting everything right. This is something that a lot of guys, particularly when they're just starting out, ignore. I found that when I was starting, that if I nailed the posing and got the posing right, I was much more confident going on stage. So yeah, my advice to anybody who's just starting out, or even to intermediates or advanced guys, is you've got to get the posing done. It really does show on stage if you've not practiced. And vice versa, if you've practiced, it really does show. So to get your fitness up on stage is really, really important. So there's lots of little things you can do during the posing that you can just tweak just to make a massive difference to your presentation and how things look. So if we're looking at Niall, we just made a tiny little tweak to the way that he was doing his lat spread, and it looked like it added 3 inches to each side of his lats. Okay, so those are the sort of things that you need to be looking out for, and that's why it pays to get someone to look at your posing and not just try and wing it and get on stage and do it yourself. Okay, so that's where a posing coach or your prep coach will come in useful to help you nail those little tweaks. So what we're currently working on is a membership site which is going to basically cover everything that I do for my prep guys. There's a number of guys out there who might want to do what I do, or do the method that I do with the prep, but just can't quite find the finances at the moment to do that. So we're in the process of developing this membership site. It's going to be like a digital version of everything that I'm doing for the prep guys. So it's going to cover the workouts, the nutrition, my methodology for getting in shape, ramping up the metabolism, building muscle and doing it safely in a healthy manner. There's going to be videos of me training, explaining how to do exercises and why we're doing the exercise in a particular way, in that particular order. 14 weeks out to the amateur in London.